I would like to invite Bruma from Romania. He's our professional user, and he took part in our training course in Switzerland for training for photogrammetry data processing and for LiDAR data processing. And right now, he had a huge amount for a survey job, which he made together with LiDAR, together with photogrammetry solution. And Bruma, we invite you to make your presentation and to share your experience, because we are open for any feedbacks, and it's very good for us to get from you any knowledges how you might survey in the field.
Maxime, thank you for the presentation. Let's start my presentation. I represent a lens survey company, which is established by 2005, but with the name of BDS Topography will much sooner. I want to present TOPODRONE solution by my perspective as a lens survey company. We try the best to keep the market with the tools. We have a lot of instruments. My colleague all the time want to be updated with the software, with the equipment. Also, we are using GPS, total station. In the last 5 years, we started using drones. We are a classic company which provides topographical maps. Also, here is in this screen I have part of my equipment, and if you see here I put the new one, the PPK solution, which in my opinion it's a good upgrade, and also the LiDAR is the new trend. Very short, few types of our works, classical topography plans, measurements for road rehabilitation. We can generate from CAD file, cross section, and anything. Also, here we have quantity about fill and cut. In this particular case, it was a new highway in Romania, and also project for new building and monitoring construction. We start, I already told you, we start with classical Phantom 4, no PPK. We measure with this drone, I think, 5 years, but after I make a lot of research, I decide to upgrade my drone. And for I have two equipment for you. The first one is the PPK solution, Phantom 4. Here I want to show you a very small job with this drone. My client is a paving asphalt company. They want to know the surface of asphalt put on the field. I use TOPODRONE application for DJI Phantom 4. And also for processing data, I use my GPS Unistone. But in another case, I use Romanian national readings file from national coast station because I forget my GPS at home. Here I have to measure 4 kilometers. So for 4 kilometers, if it was necessary to measure classical with GPS or total station, take more time, but in this particular case it was 15 meters of flight, and for processing, I think in total in 3 or 4 hours I have everything delivered to my client. I spent more time on driving because it was a little far away from my headquarters in Transylvania. Here you can see the 4 kilometers road, but was also not so only photo and 2D data. Both requires 3D point cloud or something like this. The next equipment I have for you is LiDAR 100, which I install on DJI Matrix RTK, but I upgrade with PPK solution. And here I buy this product, I think 1 month and a half ago, but I have a lot of work to do, especially in river survey. And this picture, what I show you, I have some river survey. And here it's a cross-section of data where you can see the quality of the point cloud. For colorization, I use, sorry, if you see here, I use the 4S camera to get picture and also to colorize the point cloud. Maybe you remember, Maxime, when you talked first time, I asked the director, is it possible to have a point cloud, but not only point cloud, RGB point cloud? And was one of my requests which you provided. And here I use a different software for create automatically cross section. Here my client want to know the flows and want to improve this river. In this picture also you have the classification of the point cloud. Automatically, I generate the contour lines, and also a great tool that I like. You can choose what scale to generate the map. For example, my client wants to calculate also, in this particular case, flows, and it was very easy because I have contour lines, and also I have a lot of points with 3D details. And on the bottom of my slide, I have a cross section which was made automatically with few buttons of my mouse. Here it's classical map, which I use also drone to compare the data between I use GPS to collect the data, and also I use LiDAR. The difference was not so big. It was very good, actually good quality. And also I can take points and information anyone on this surface I want. Here I generate DTM, digital surface model, with was created directly from the classified point clouds. And you can see here the comparison between orthophoto and DTM. In the time when I made the flight, the light condition was not so good because it was near to the winter, and we spent a little more time because it's flight. I think I fly with 6 meters per second. And in this case, it's actually on the work. It's a rehabilitation project. Actually, my college is right now on the field is 15 kilometers. I measured these 15 kilometers in one day. I'm using 5 sets of battery, and I achieved orthophoto, point cloud, and right now my colleague wants to collect the data with GPS, not because I want, because Romanian rules is necessary to measure data with GPS or total station to have a good result. Also, we can already use the final product of the LiDAR, but in the future will be. Here is point cloud. You see the difference of elevation, and here because I have also camera mount on my drone. I have a little comparison between point cloud which was generated by a drone, and on the right is the LiDAR point cloud. It's already same condition when I take this picture screen, and you see here very clear the benefit of the LiDAR. My conclusion is you can use photogrammetry, but also with the LiDAR's game change. PPK solution for me was a good investor, also good invest. Also, if you use the right software, you get good result. And I want to say TOPODRONE provide me a very good training, and I want to say thank you, Maxime, for this training. And yeah, I learned a lot of things from you and for this training. After training, I studied more information, and yeah, I want to say thank you for the training. Also, I want to say thank you for watching us. And if you want to follow us as a company, we are on social media. But I want to recommend everyone to invest in the future. In general conclusion for me, the next step, because total station, GPS, the next step, in my opinion, is LiDAR.
Bruma, thank you for your presentation, and I would like to ask some questions for you. How do you think, what is the efficiency of LiDAR? How many kilometers you can survey per day? So if you, of course, LiDAR is very expensive equipment in comparison with PPK drone, but what is the best benefits of using LiDAR? How do you think?
The big project I told you, was 15 kilometers, but I fly 5 battery in this lighting condition because I want to have a good picture. Also, I have small jobs that I fly night. It's a big change, in my opinion, to fly with LiDAR payload, because in time your money come back in your account. It's a good investment.
And another question, as soon as you compare efficiency of LiDAR and photogrammetry, and you already use Phantom 4 Pro PPK upgraded by our company, and you use our LiDAR system as well, how do you think? What is the difference in efficiency in comparison of photogrammetry and LiDAR? And what is the accuracy of photogrammetry and LiDAR survey? Which is one is more accurate, or it has the same accuracy? How do you think?
In my opinion, LiDAR is definitely more accurate, but if it depends what kind of job you have. My company, I have more type of jobs. In some type of job, I use only Phantom 4, but the big jobs and the most of the job, I use LiDAR system. Example, I have only 2 jobs made by Phantom, and 15 jobs made by LiDAR. So it's a big difference. It's okay, depends what the client needs. But definitely I fly a lot with LiDAR.
I totally agree with you, and thank you for your answer. Why? Because when we designed, first of all, photogrammetry solution, I was very keen of this solution, and I was dedicated that photogrammetry is the best one, and especially with Mavic 2 Pro, which is lightweight and it's easy to fly, and it has very good camera, and it provides very good point cloud, and it is lightweight. But as soon as we design LiDAR, now I understand that I don't like to use photogrammetry at all because it's not so fast in comparison with LiDAR. And every time when we fly with LiDAR, we have the same accuracy. It's very, very stable. But when we use photogrammetry, we depends on lighting condition, we depends on flight speed and so on. So in this case, I am totally agree. And this one, it's a good approval of benefits of LiDAR. If you just made 15 projects within 1 month with LiDAR and just 5 projects with photogrammetry, I think it's really it proves efficiency, I think, and I like that you use it in real conditions. And for me, it's very important that we provide training. And how long did it take you to start to make a survey after the training? What do you think it is necessary to improve in our training? How do you think?
Start to fly. Maybe remember when I arrived in Romania, and I drive directly to the job, and after I go home. So was a good training. And also I have to say something. It's, as a land surveyor, it's better to have more data because never knows when the clients need some information from you.
Okay, it's good to hear you, and I like that you show your real data sets. And of course, next step it's LiDAR survey based on the car. I think as soon as you make a lot of job for road survey, I think it will help you as well.
You remember when I meet you first time, I ask you when you have the perfect solution.
Okay, so 1 month after we design it, and I would like to thanks a lot to you and to Evgeny that they show real examples of LiDAR survey, and because we receive a lot of questions from people, and usually now everybody knows about PPK solution for photogrammetry and everybody use it, but I think it's time to change their mind, the time to change the mind of surveyors. If you need to be competitive on the market, right? Right now, you should move to photogrammetry. You should move from photogrammetry to LiDAR survey. I am 100% sure. Why? Because the price is less and you don't need to spend a lot of money for processing machine. You save your time and you decrease number of people which is involved in the field work. I think you will decrease it in more than. And the main advantage that you can provide results within few days after your flight. It's amazing, really. We are just thinking of starting. What is everything that I need? It's a good question. What you need, just need LiDAR solution. It costs starting from, it costs 17,500 and you will need a drone to install LiDAR. It's a good question. Why? Because right now, everybody think about Matrix 300. It's a good one drone, but it costs, it looks like costs nothing. But when you buy batteries, when you buy a charging station, it starts to cost too high price. And if you find, or if you already use your existing Matrix 200, I think this one is the best machine right now. Why? Because it's very easy to carry, and it is cheap right now. And you can buy this drone for Bruma. Do you remember which price did you pay for Matrix 200 right now?
Honestly, I don't remember, but it was a good price because I stayed 1 week to decide which drone I want to buy, and I decided to buy the last one. And
Yes.
especially because of the charger and battery, which
Yes.
in my opinion is very expensive.
Yes, and I think, so what you need? You need a drone. You can use existing Matrix 200, Matrix 600, Matrix 300 if you want to invest to a new one drone. But what advantages of Matrix 200? It's current case. It's less. It has less size than Matrix 300. You shouldn't spend a lot of money for batteries, and it flies just 8 minutes less than Matrix 300. What else? You can, and of course you can use Matrix 600 as well, but this drone doesn't have obstacle avoidance system because it's very important to ensure your safe flights because you have very expensive equipment on the drone. In this case, I would suggest to use this one models, Matrix 200 or Matrix 300. And you need software. Software costs approximately, starts from 3,000 for point cloud, for strip alignment and point cloud generation. And you should invest in our cloud-based solution to post-process GNSS and IMU data or to buy Inertial Explorer software. I think it will a few $1,000s. So I think this is what you need to start. Or you can try to hire existing LiDAR if you have a project. You can hire existing LiDAR solution from our clients and they can make survey for you. And after that, you can invest in your own solution. And I think it's a good option as well, because I think one project of survey in the forest area with LiDAR will help you to earn money to buy a new one LiDAR and to get a lot of money. And I think it's my answer. If we don't have any questions, I would like to say thank you for all participants in our online seminar. And especially I would like to thank to Bruma and Evgeny, because I really like to see you and I really like to hear your real feedback from the field.